Good day. Welcome to Mayor King's TV News. I am Matsu Opamitorishe, and here are the headlines. Mulade urges Ijaw and Itsekiri nationalities to strengthen bonds for development. Ibe-Serimowei wins 2025 Warri Community Peace Cup. Federal government backtracks as NLC holds ground on workers' compensation. Amorim sets unwanted EPL record in Man United's defeat to Arsenal. Now the news in detail. A renowned peace and development advocate in Niger Delta, Comrade Dr. Sheriff Mulade, has called on the Ijaw and Itsekiri ethnic nationalities of Delta State to strengthen bonds of unity and friendship as a pathway to attracting investors and accelerating development in their communities. Mulade is the Ibe-Serimowei of Gbaramatu Kingdom in Warri Southwest local government of Delta State, made the appeal during an interactive section with both leaders of both ethnic groups. The United Nations Peace Ambassador urged the leaders to embrace peace and let love guide their collective pursuit of sustainable development, warning that ethnic bias and supremacy struggles have only hindered progress. He stressed that despite contributing significantly to state and national revenues through oil and gas and the blue economy, Ijaw and Itsekiri communities remain underdeveloped due to persistent acrimony. However, Mulade appealed to traditional rulers, political leaders, and stakeholders from both ethnic groups to prioritize peace and development over rivalry. In line with the Human Capital Development Policy for political appointees and media partners, under the renewed Hope for More agenda, Governor Sheriff Warri has graciously approved the 6th edition for the Delta State Strategic Communication Workshop, DELCOM 2025. A statement by the State Coordinator of DELCOM and Director General of Delta State Bureau for Communications, Dr. Fred Latimo Oganesibe, said the approval to mount the 6th edition attests to Governor Warri's unwavering commitment to consistently build a highly productive workforce in the state media and communications sector. It disclosed that the head of Department of Mass Communication at Denis Osadebe University, Asaba, Dr. Joyce Ogwezi, has emerged as the Trainer of the Year's edition of the Strategic Communication Workshop, expected to sharpen the professional skills of 150 participants, including political appointees, social media influencers, online news publishers, and bloggers selected from the 3 senatorial districts in the state. Dr. Oganesibe said details of DELCOM 2025 will be made public this week to enable participants to register and attend the workshop expected to hold in Asaba, the state capital. The Bureau Chief further thanked Governor Warri for his implicit confidence in the State Bureau for Communications, saddled with the responsibility of mounting the annual capacity building programs. He assured that DELCOM will continue to build the capacities of participants for the effective propagation of government policies, programs, and achievements of the Governor and his administration beyond 2027. Delta State Oil Producing Areas Development Commission (DESOPADEC), in conjunction with the Ministry of Environment, continued flood prevention measures in its mandate areas Saturday, August 16th, with a visit to Omiya Unudu Local Government Area and Umutu Community Inukwani Local Government Area being the latest beneficiaries. The exercise, which commenced at Udu Road drainage covering both sides of the road from Udu Bridge to the Express Junction on Friday, August 15th, 2025, continued with massive desilting of both sides of the drainages, with payloader and tipper lorries evacuating sand and debris from the site. The exercise, which is part of the ongoing intervention by the Commission, has attracted commendation from residents and shop owners in the community and environs. Speaking further, it said the major challenge being encountered is the issue of non-compliance by residents and shop owners who indiscriminately dump refuse in drainages, and calls on the local government council to put measures in place to ensure compliance and discourage people from dumping refuse in the drainage system. Meanwhile, prominent among those on ground was the member representing Udokwa Nation on the DESOPADEC board, Surveyor Azuka Enebeli, who described the operation as part of the Commission's deliberate efforts to safeguard lives, properties, and livelihoods threatened by the seasonal flooding. Useni community in Upoba Oka local government area of Edo State has won the 2025 Warri Community Peace Cup. defeating fellow finalist Sediko in Udu local government area of Delta State 2 goals to 1. The final, which aired on Saturday, August 17th at the Nana Model College football pitch, Warri, was graced by the Wangwe of Warri Chief Gabriel Awala and watched by thousands of spectators. Veteran Community defeated Urugbo Community 3-1 to emerge the third in the classification match, played earlier at the same venue as against the initial arrangement fixed for Saturday, August 16th at Ubeji. While the winner Oka Community went home with the coveted trophy and prize money of 1.5 million naira, Sediko and Batere communities received 1 million naira and 500,000 naira respectively for emerging second and third positions in the keenly contested tournaments. Nzube David Amechi of Oka Community was crowned best player of the tournament, and the cash gift of 100,000 naira, and Moses Igwe of Mbise Community went home with 50,000 naira after scoring 6 goals to emerge highest goal scorer in the competition. Adeje Samuel won the Best Goalkeeper award, going home with 50,000 naira, while Osagu Victor Owenwese Ndala emerged the Best Coach with a cash gift of 50,000 naira. Also, the organizer of the Ulu of Warri Community Peace Cup, Torichedu Samuel Ugbaye, stated that 10 players were scouted from different teams that participated in the competition, with the hope of securing contracts with professional football clubs within and outside Nigeria. Reality TV star Thatcher is set to make history by attempting to break the Guinness World Record for the most makeovers in 24 hours. As part of a 3-day beauty festival taking place from October 10th to 12th, 2025 at Jan Rando Center for Yoruba Culture and History, Thatcher aims to showcase Nigeria's thriving beauty industry while setting a new record. Thatcher stated that the event will be a powerful convergence of culture and creativity, comment and national pride, aiming to spotlight Nigeria's booming beauty industry and its potential as a driver of economic growth and global influence. According to her, the festival will offer a range of activities, including trainings, empowerment workshops, business acts, exhibitions, and networking opportunities. Now, on the business news. The federal government has pledged to reverse deductions from the Employees' Compensation Scheme, managed by the Nigerian Social Insurance Trust Fund, to ease tensions with the Nigeria Labour Congress following the threat of nationwide strike by the union. Last week, the NLC accused the federal government of diverting 40% of NSITF contributions to government treasury. The NLC said the move undermined workers in social protection and demanded both an immediate refund and full compensation of the National Pension Commission. It warned that non-compliance could trigger industrial action nationwide. Emphasizing the Employees' Compensation Scheme is a social insurance program providing financial support to employees who suffer work-related injuries, illness and disabilities, or death. The scheme is funded entirely by employer contributions, typically around 1% of monthly payroll with no contributions required from employers. According to the federal government, has bowed to the threat of a strike by the NLC for not constituting the governing board of the National Pension Commission by appointing Mr. Okbayemi Agbaje as the chairman. The news of Agbaje's appointment was confirmed by impeccable NLC sources as well as some industry officials. Recalling that at the end of the August 13th meeting, the Central Working Committee of the NLC demanded the constitution of Paycom Governing Board in line with the law within 7 working days. Now on the foreign news. Air Canada's reversed course and plans to resume flights on Sunday despite the government ordering more than 10,000 cabin crew to end the strike that led to hundreds of cancellations. The Canadian Industrial Relations Board (CIRUB) told staff to return to work by 14:00 EDT and said that their collective agreement that expired on 31st March would be extended onto a new one as agreed. While the Canadian Union of Public Employees directed members to ignore the order, the union accused the government of caving to corporate pressure, having resisted a forced agreement. The airline said it would aim to resume operations on Monday. However, Jobs Minister Patty Adjo ordered binding arbitration to end the dispute after more than 10,000 Air Canada flight attendants worked earlier on Saturday, causing 700 cancellations. Flight attendants are calling for higher salaries to be paid for work when aircraft are on the ground. According to Air Canada, it suspended all flights, including those under its budget ham. Air Canada wrote for the duration of the strike, advised affected customers not to travel to the airport unless with a different airline. Now on the sports news. IRuben Amorim has set an unwanted record following his 1-0 defeat at home to Arsenal on an opening weekend. It was 15th loss in his 28 games managing the Red Devils since taking over in November. And that is the fastest a manager has reached 15 losses in the competition with non-newly promoted sides since Paul Hart at Portsmouth in 2009. The opening game of the season did not go to plan for the Portuguese following the club's summer spending spree. He started out banding in the net after dropping Andre Onana for the game. Amorim has also teething problems, to say the least, since taking over Erik ten Hag in Manchester. He led the Red Devils to a 15th place league finish after he arched deep into form towards the end of the season. Now a recap on our headlines. Mulade urges Ijaw and Itsekiri nationalities to strengthen bonds for development. Ibe-Serimowei wins 2025 Warri Community Peace Cup. Federal government backtracks as NLC holds ground on workers' compensation. Amorim sets unwanted EPL record in Man United defeat to Arsenal. That's the news as edited by Timiola Emanuela. I am Matsu Okbamitorishé. Thanks for watching.